Good afternoon. I'm your host, Christopher Daniels. Welcome to another episode of Class Act. This afternoon, we have three special guests that are here to talk to us about their new television shows, their new productions at Northwest Community Television. My first guest, please, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us some things about you.
Well, my name is Oscar, and I'm here to brush up my skills and see what I can do with the skills I learn here.
Okay, wonderful. Oscar, how did you learn about Northwest Community Television?
Actually, it was been some years ago now. I happened to meet a friend who had a program here, and he invited me over. We came around, and that is how we got into it, and we started something we call the African Journal, which went on for a couple of years, and ever since then I've been, interested in doing something like this.
Okay, wonderful, awesome. And then in your training process to get prepared to make your show, what crew position did you find the most intriguing, or what interests you the most?
Well, what interests me the most now is being a director, but then I love being the cameraman. I was behind the camera then. It was quite interesting. But looking at it now, I think I want to be in charge. I want to control the show.
Okay, so you want to be the director. Huh?
Exactly.
Right, all right. Wonderful. And then what type of programs would you like to produce? I just heard you say African Journal. Can you give us a little synopsis of what that's going to look like?
Yeah, it's going to be like a form of educative program whereby we try to educate people from Africa about happenings in the United States, how they can really get themselves going here as regards their, adjusting their status and whatever benefits they are entitled to that could make them live a meaningful life in the United States, and particularly how they can contribute their own quota into the system.
All right. Wonderful. Well, that sounds wonderful. Thank you for being on the show, Oscar.
Thank you.
That seems like that's going to really impact the community.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Our next guest, I believe your name is Buster. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us how you found out about Northwest Community Television?
My name is Buster Stubblefield. I found out about Northwest Community Television station from my spiritual father, Pastor Christian Vexley,
Okay.
who has another TV station which is called Gospel Safari TV station, and which I'm part of. And I have always loved, have the passion for becoming a producer, camera technician, director. So I have been doing it for almost 10 years, been up editing, been behind the camera for almost 10 years. So he gave me the inspiration, and I decided to come into the attendance classes.
Wonderful. So I think you just answered the last question, the next question, that you like the being behind the camera.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Over 10 years.
Yes.
Wonderful. And then are you planning, what are your plans then? Do you plan on supporting his show, or do you have some ideas for your own show?
I'm planning supporting his show and also coming over with my own show, which of course I've been working on for the past almost a year now.
Okay.
I'm still planning to see how best it will become more successful.
Okay.
And he himself has been giving me some ideas towards the show. I'm trying to come up with this program called Afro Safari, which comes in for varieties of African music, bringing African music together as one. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Wonderful. Well, 10 years experience, you help me on my show. I hope you in yours, you help me on mine. How about that?
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for coming on the show. Next guest, please introduce yourself and tell us more about your show that you're going to produce and so on and so forth.
My name is Casey Flush. I'm a stand-up comedian in the Minneapolis area. I'm here to work on the Alex Aaron Comedy Hour. It's a sketch comedy show. We're going to do 6 episodes for season 1, and we are currently filming season 4, or episode 4.
Awesome. Now, I talked to you a little bit before the show, and you told me that everybody kind of does everything. So what do you think out of everything? You're obviously a comedian, comic. Other than that, what other positions in regards to crew are you interested in?
I also write a lot of the sketches, so I would be interested in directing the sketches that I do write. Everybody pitches in and does their own thing, but when you write your own sketch, you kind of want control of it. So I'm interested in directing it as well. So.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for being on the show today, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of your comedy.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, this is another episode of Class Act, and thanks for joining us for the first production. If you at home would like to learn more about training at Northwest Community Television, please call 763-278-4330. Thank you.